The objective of this seminar is basically to tell you how Wing Chun works. How you're going to make what you are learning work for you. Okay? No one else. It's just tailor-making a style for you. You get that from your most basic form, Wing Chun. The first thing you learn when you come to one of our Wing Chun schools is you learn to punch, you learn basic shape, Tan Sao, and then after a while, after about 3 months or so, depending on the instructor, you start learning the forms. Okay? But at that level, you should start tailor-making your punches, your shapes, and your things like the Bong Sao, which is already like a rough cutting as such. Start making it more adaptable and more flexible for yourself. So although you know after about 3 months how to do a Tan Sao, is how to do it correctly for your body shape. Okay? And each person's shape and size and like even posture will affect how you perform your Wing Chun. It's just like a suit. If you imagine having a suit tailor-made for you, that's what we're looking after. That's what we're going for. So it's not just like a like an off-the-peg suit, any size, because it looks silly. Okay. The main thing about Wing Chun is there's flexibility involved. When people start teaching you saying it has to be a certain position, it has to be very strict, literally a fist and a half foot distance from here, it doesn't apply. Because like I said, it really depends on your body shape. Okay? So how we teach Wing Chun is really is to make from your basic Wing Chun, it can carry it right through to your Chi Sao, to your feeding techniques, to your very advanced Wing Chun. Okay? Once you know how it works, then you can, if you have problems in any area, you can always refer back to it. That is really the beauty of Wing Chun. Although it's the most basic concept and ideas, okay, that's what Wing Chun means in Chinese, little idea. It is probably the most important form you learn within your Wing Chun life. Okay? Now we'll start off with the theories of how it works before we end it with some of the uniqueness, the history of it. Why we do certain things a certain way. Okay? We'll start off with how it works first. The first thing you do, like in any Wing Chun form, or even when you come the first lesson, is your basic stance. Okay? First of all, is feet together, hands straight, nice posture. So you've got a natural, relaxed posture standing up straight. If you imagine your shoulders relaxed, not tense up like this, just drop down and your chin up. So you're not standing to attention or anything, but your shoulders are nice and relaxed, drop down and feet together. Then you have a natural, relaxed posture. Okay? It's just like a pole running from your top of your head through to your backside is a straight line. The first movement you do is you bend. Okay, you're lowering your base straight away. From there, 1, 2, and you sit in a basic stance. In that position. Your base is lower, your framework's low. Now the base is quite simple, it's a centre of gravity. So if I borrow Soren, from here, it's not a fighting stance, but if I stand in the base, like in that position, if he pushes over, if he pushes me from here, the base off, you absorb the energy. So at the same time, if I attack, if I hit an object, I can sink in the power from that position. So it's the energy is coming from the ground. I'm not bouncing off the target. And that's based on the triangle theory of Wing Chun. What we try to do is work on triangles and structures and shapes. So if I borrow Roy for this one, if it opens a basic stance, if you look at it, the basic stance itself is a triangle between the shapes here, yeah? Because it's like a pyramid structure. There's a triangle between the backside to the heel. So there's a triangle here. Okay? There's a triangle, you've got a straight line running down from his leg to this position here. There's a triangle. So what you have is like a pyramid structure, and it's solid. Okay? It's not a fighting stance, but what happens is, when you transfer the weight to a different position, the same thing applies. There's a triangle, look, along here, yeah? in that position. So when you hit, you've got a pyramid structure, it's solid. Look from the backside, from that leg, from the backside here to the triangle. So when you hit, all the joints are aligned, so you've got maximum support from the ground, okay? Draw back, bend, open, and relax your posture straight away, okay? If you're too high up, you're never ever having, if you're like this, you're lazy in your shape. This includes when you do basic punching as well. You never ever punch with your whole weight. You only punch with half your body weight, and that's the upper half. If you lower your stance, you immediately will feel the difference. Energy comes from the ground straight away. So get used to standing in that position, okay, low. Now the other thing is, when you stand in that position, the feet to the width. It's the cordon, it's just over shoulder width apart. If you look at my heels, just over shoulder width apart. And that includes your things like doing your arm, things like that. It's just over shoulder width apart. It's not shoulder width apart, too narrow. It's just above shoulder width apart, okay? Because more particular, if you're larger, if you're bigger build, more muscular, broader, and so forth, you've got to adjust your footwork accordingly. You probably have to make it larger than that, okay? So like I said, you adapt it to yourself. So when you open the stance each time, from that position, you bend open 1, 2. If you look at my heels, it's just above shoulder width apart. The base is low. Then from this position, you do double guard. It goes forward, but it's relaxed. And lifts up. It shows the center line, Jungsi. The elbows are according to the structure of your body. Because once again, it works on the triangle. If I naturally move my hands forward, that is my natural triangle framework. Now, if attacks come, everything will be diverted either side, or inside, whether it's inside or outside, will be diverted. It's almost like slipstreaming an attack. Okay, it's like cars' aerodynamics. As the wind goes towards it, we'll just slipstream it across. So it's according to your body framework, and that's what it shows. Double guard to lift up. If you do it too tight, and if the intensity is too tight, it's almost doing a triangle like this. Someone will get through immediately. If I borrow Zoran to demonstrate this, if he has a natural triangle, if he does a good face this way, yeah? Double guard. Lift up. That's his natural position according to his shoulders, you can see it. Now, from that position, it's very hard to get through. From there, that's where he's going to work his tansal, that's where he's going to work his foot style and everything else from. If he does a natural triangle, other way of showing this is a triangle shape. If I attack him, face him, if I stand like this, no arm's length distance away, there's no way to get through. Okay, whether it's a hook, or into the centre line, or divert across, okay? You can see what's turning. What punch towards the chin, diverting off, down. This distance like this, yeah? From here, or punch into the centre, there's no way in. That's this natural triangle. If he keeps it tighter than that, I'll get through all the time, okay? Whether it's inside, slipping in, or outside, I'll get through. Relax that position, and it's always covered. So when you show double guard, as you will, from there, nice and natural, and lift it up, that's like a natural triangle. That's the position you want. Okay, the same thing applies. Okay, from here, you bridge, yeah? From there, you draw back, that's where the tansal is. So, that's his position, you see. Without even moving, that's where it's going to work all his shapes from. Now, Zoran's not skinny, you know what I'm saying, from from that side. But if you're very broad, there's no point in you trying to get your arms out here, because it will never work. Okay, your shapes will never work. From that position, you see, whether he's doing chi sao or chi sao, foot sao, or double chi sao, he doesn't even need to stick, to be quite honest, and he'll defend himself simply because of positioning. If he can move with his body movement and actually keep that shape, he's actually defending himself without much effort. He doesn't have to think about moving an arm across and everything else to defend the attack. It's a natural position for his defence to use tam, bomb. So the best way to find that then is using this double gun and lifting up. By the way, it lifts forward, just like you would a tam. It's not from here, it goes straight up, okay? It's from here, forward, you can see it. So it's natural position, so I can drop, that's a tam sao, that's a foot sao. From that position, that's a jump. Same as a sun by fa, yeah? Movement. The main key is this unrealistic. Like you see people doing tam sao in this manner, like in the Wing Chun books, and also people will argue that you've got to keep it directly in the centre line, okay? Because some, you know, like classical tradition, the trouble is when you're doing that, is you're exposing yourself all the time to attack. From that position then, if he shows it again from there, a natural triangle. You can see what a triangle is, yeah? You can see what a triangle is, and it's coming off. The best way to show it, I said, is here. That is where you got punch from as well. That's a way, another way of showing punch from. So if he makes a fist, close one fist here, okay, and draw the other one back, that is his centre line defence as well. It's not, that's his centre line punch, a centre line punch as well. It's not here in that position. It's naturally from that position. So from here then, you're not constricting any muscles which prevent you from punching or punching patterns. Everything is relaxed and according to this framework. So when you're hitting, everything is loose according to your framework. It's not out here, it's not in either. The same principle applies. If I punch towards him, if we measure off, punch him, I can't get through. I can't get through, okay, from that position. Moreover, I can't punch him, punch under. If he replaces, okay, whether he replaces or not, if I punch in, he'll intersect my centre line. Because if I punch in, he'll intersect immediately. A bending principle, attacking, defending. I punch in, whether it's inside, outside, look, from here, I'll punch straight towards him, inside or outside, he'll hit me without getting hit. So that's why we measure off arm's length distance for a start, and you have to obey that framework. Keep it natural, keep that triangle. If you keep it tight, like I see some students do too much from that position, okay? Firstly, like I said before, you're not going to punch with any power. Secondly, there's no defence. So it's become inefficient. So if I punch in, if he replaces, look, it's already in, that's it. If I punch in, there's no defence whatsoever there. So finding that reference is very important for you when we first start Wing Chun, okay? That's why it starts off in every form, whether it's first form, Siulim Tao, Chun Kyu, or Byuji, it always starts off with double guard, show that reference. From then on then, the punches, there's natural framework according to his body angle. It doesn't come in, so when he punches, like I said, he's covered all the time. When he opens up now from there, it's really to fully stretch your arm without over-exploiting the shoulders. So it's natural framework once again. Because if you overextend like this, some people do, when you open, be aware of this when you train Siulim Tao as well. You'll actually look, you can see what you're doing to the triangle. Yeah? If you measure it off, is that. So what happens is, if you're overstretching your guard points, you're going to get hit from that angle. We divert it again and you'll straighten. So when you do a guard hand, your basic guard, never overstretch. to get compromising not so much this position, but this inside position here. So keep it natural, keep it, you know, loose that framework so it's a natural triangle facing forward, rather than out here like this, because that side is completely exposed. Okay? So if he draws back again, if he punches, open, stretch, your shoulders are square all the time. Okay? It's an alignment of joint, there's body unity. So from there, he bends the fingers back and circles, fully rotates. Okay? That's one way of doing it, Zoran. Right, from there, look, watch from here. Open, circle, fully rotate in that position, that's it. Okay? And just grasp, come back. What that does is, you need loose hands if you're doing a part, so you can't have stiff hands because you know it won't work like this because you can't move off it. But if it's nothing relaxed, it just snap. It's just like you can move off very quickly. But if it's stiff, it's got to relax again to work. So we need loose hands and flexible hands to rotate and grab and so forth. Okay? So it strengthens and loosens your ligaments. The next part from here will be tarsal coming in. Okay. If I demonstrate tarsal coming in, can you see what's occurring? It's going through from this natural triangle that goes forward. So even if I punch here, he's sticky. Look, if I punch towards him in that position, he's bridging here. And then as he moves forward, it's cutting in. If you start getting your elbows in that position, you'll never save yourself, not from the onset, not to the very end. So if he comes in too tight, I'll punch. And I'll hit it all the way through. And there will never ever be a defense whatsoever. Okay? So you must, from here, when you start, go into your natural triangle. Okay? Natural shape. Yeah? You understand? So when you hit, from any position you punch, you'll stick. Now, from that position then, a tarsal, you rotate to jump. It's nice and loose if you rotate to the jump side. That's the maximum distance you're going to use for when you make contact with the person already. Okay? Indirect use of your shapes, if you like. In other words, horizontal. If I control, once I bridge it down, this is indirect use, what I mean by indirect use, okay? That is the maximum distance I'm going to use my wusam. That's it, from here. If I stand a square position, that's the maximum distance, and that's his maximum distance. If you don't stretch too much from that position, you won't have no control, okay? Because he can go through straight through, or he can even punch with that other arm aside. But from here, we have maximum distance. If you have perfect distance, that framework, okay, but with the stretching, you have control of both arms. If you punch it from either arm, I can stick, I can dissipate, or I can absorb. That's it. Stretch it too far, when you practice human touch, you get in the habit of like over-exaggerating that guard, that wusam. And as a result, if you over-exaggerate the wusam, you'll get through. You try it. I see it in Chisel. The advanced students, instructors doing Chiba, with that overstretch like this, that's going to go straight through. But from here, when it's nice and relaxed, that position, you can dissipate and re-angle if you need to. Okay? And moreover, if you're in a fight situation, I'm grabbing like this, I'm stretching like this, I haven't got no control. Why is that? Simply because I'm just using my upper half, this here. If I'm just in the clinch like this, if he punches in, from there, I'll get hit straight away. But from here, if I'm in a clinch, I can feel movements and dissipate to attack. I'm in control, so I'm using my whole body framework. Everything of my joints, when you do sambai from that position, from futsal to the tarsal, allows me to control it according to my framework. If it punches in, I'll dissipate. That's it. So it's that framework here. Okay? Futsal, by the way, is not a direct use. There's no direct use of a futsal. Futsal literally means, which is this movement here, a folding hand. How futsal is used is when you're in a clinch, whether it's a grab, or whether you're just folding your hands over in that position, or grab position. That's where you use futsal. for defense. It's an indirect use of movement. When you train that part, you're learning the indirect use of your body structure and your hand technique, rather than, like a direct use. If you look in like Tan, okay, you can see a direct use of Tan side. If you punch it in, you can see a direct use of Bong side. Okay? But, people don't use foot side in that position and come in like this, do you? Yeah? So, but where foot side does come in is like your bridge, and you start absorbing, and you start sticking, and you use your body structure according to the framework. Because the punches, the key is not to use muscular energy. Because he's big in you, if he's got a lot of muscle mass, okay, if he's got a lot more muscle mass in you, and a bigger framework in you, if you find someone in that position, he's going to, look, just see how easy it is. He's a strong guy who'll just power straight through you. But if you're using structure and lowering your base as well, your stance, and using the correct distance of your footwork, so when you're doing locks and moving around and things like that, and you're doing chi-so, using the correct distance, the energy as it punches in will be directed down to the floor. So that framework means that if you're controlling it, not by the joints or the muscles, but the framework, but you're controlling it by the body structure and alignment of the joints. So if it presses in one, all the energy will go all the way down to the floor, rather than if you're too far out, like this, muscular strength. That's why when you do somewhere like that's the maximum distance you can go for your frame. Find it. Best way of finding it is keep totally relaxed when you do ceiling time. This is the minimal distance. That's how far you can control it. This is for my framework for a compromised opposition. Because after that, look, from here, if I try to control it, after that, there's no way. Look, that's it, there's no way. It's it. If you punch it to chin level. Okay, go on, punch it to chin level. There's no way. But if I do it in that position, I've still got control. That's the maximum distance I can control myself, my framework. You understand, yeah? If you're broader, you probably have to control it a little bit further out. You can't even bring it back so far back as this. If you're a slim or you're a slight build, you can bring it back a bit further. Okay? But you find that anyway. So never bring it back so much. And when you draw back, by the way, it's that movement. You draw back with your elbows. And then the last part, the final part, okay, about a couple of inches from here, is just the hand movement, the forearm draw back. Then drop, and then go forward. So it draws back, the elbows, and drop before it goes forward again. Because if you draw back with your arms, like this, you're using muscular strength again. If you punch, you never stop it. So if you draw back with the elbows, you can re-divert it and see what's occurring. And that final part, like I said, I've still got about a couple of inches before this give. Okay? Just a safety measure, if you like. So you always draw back with your elbows. And then that final inch or so, you collapse back to that framework, okay? Don't be so preoccupied, it's got to be a fist width or anything. It doesn't matter, okay? Now from there, when you do full start, the same thing applies, okay? When we move forward, you can control at any distance from there. One drill I do quite a lot, and in chi-so I do chi-so with people and sticking hands to advanced level, is I control people in that man, okay? Or full start. I don't overreach like this. Just control the futsal in that manner. See what he gives me, or how his footwork, what his footwork's like when we move backwards and forwards. Okay, if he's got bad footwork, I'll just take it from that position each time. If he's got bad sensitivity in his arms, I'll just control each time. I'll collapse. Can you see it? I'll collapse. I'm not like a distance to attack. From here, I'll just creep in. Distance attack. That's why it's nice and loose in that position. But each time, if you pull back from it, I can bridge. If you go forward, I can dissipate the actual attack itself with a futsal movement. So this is futsal just as much as like this is. Folding hand. Literally, our hand's folded. of background. So this. So that's how you apply the sun by cut movement in your ceiling task. Nice and loose each time. And it drops in. Does it 3 times, by the way. When you do part cell, by the way, it's the edge of your body. Okay? Comes back, goes into the centre. And that centre, as such, when you do the part cell from that position, is perfect for your rear guard, the triangle. Okay, just before coming back, for me, I said, that position, that is perfect for my rear guard. That way, that distance allows me, for my framework, allows me to cover, things like hooks, bringing it back, because you can't have it too far forward, because you never have a cover hook that if you hook around from that side, that side, from that distance allows you to cover hooks, okay? But also my straight punches, okay? It's it, it's dominant centre. Too far forward and you won't do it. So it must be according to your framework, what you learn from ceiling time. That structure. Part cell goes back to you don't want to cover anything more than that. Obviously the directness of part cell punches come in, part in, the edge of your body, look, comes in. How you use it more than anything else in chi cell, because this will benefit you for the future, is if you're not doing chi cell already. If someone punches in, you'll learn to absorb. That's the maximum distance you can defend and absorb the distance. So if someone punches in, that's how you absorb to that position, in your part cell position. You can't over-exaggerate that movement, okay? You can't over-exaggerate it here, okay, out here. You can't do a part cell here on the first one, because it'll never work. This part cell teaches you to dissipate this way. When in the chi cell, he punches in again, this way. And once again, I try to control people a hell of a lot in chi cell in that position, the edge of your body. It looks like this. So punch comes in, absorb, okay? So it allows you to absorb energy without compromising your position. So all the energy, once again, is rediverted. Once the punches comes in, rediverted. If punches again, rediverted. Okay? Rather than, like from here, out here, it's going to do it. So punch coming in, forward. There's no way, because if that's going forward, that's going back, it's not going to work. You have to blend. It's almost like if someone pushes your shoulder one way, you have to absorb that way. And then if someone pushes wherever he pushes you, it absorbs, so it allows you that distance to absorb, yeah? So if someone presses in to attack, it allows you to blend the part cell in that position, yeah? Control the hand. So when I do part cell, concealment time, advanced level, it's always at edge. When it comes back, like I said, rear guard, there's a stamping palm, dungeon. It's dead flat, dead square in that position. The reason you do dungeon is really to take the chin. That's why it's just above your chin level, look. Because you drop your stance, you've got to punch just above your chin level, which is here, average person. So when you hit, it takes the chin naturally in that position. If it's like this, you can see what's happening. I'm hitting my fingers. It must, as it goes up, hit upwards to chin level. First of all, you know how the first section applies. It's quite simple, isn't it? Yeah. It's got a good strong leg base, nice posture, not overextending. You see how the framework, all the shapes fit into your framework. Second section is about how to release energy for your attacks and also to dissipate. That's all it is, nothing too complex. Okay, the first section really to find the perfect structure. Okay, so on the second section, when it starts like this, just teaches you to totally relax your body. So it just teaches you to relax your body at a given moment. Both from the side, it does it from all various different angles of the body. It goes from the side, back, rear, and front. So if I borrow, sorry. For instance, gun, okay? I could teach it as a self-defense position, okay? This section here. But it's not for that. It's about how to release energy. When you hit, you can't just like think, oh, energy's at the end. But it's not just about focusing energy at the end. Energy at the end. It's about placing energy at the end. There's a difference. If you just get energy at the end here, like this, and you don't release it properly, you're actually putting it in like this. It's not doing much damage. Do you understand? Sorry. It's not. Okay, if I'm hitting like this, that's energy at the end. Nice and relaxed up. And that's how a lot of people hit the pads when I watch you do it, and cheese and things like that. You're hitting like this. You're not doing much damage. But if you learn to just release the energy at the end, sorry. it's driven through, do you understand? So when you hit, it is placed, and it is soaked up by the body rather than hit or surface. Do you know what I mean by that, yeah? You can't actually see it, but you can definitely feel it when it happens. Especially if you're punching, by the way. If you don't know how to release the energy at the end, you're hitting and it's like this. But if you're punching and driving in and the energy is soaked through, the body is just like even from short distance, it's placed right inside it. It's soaked up by the body. Do you understand what I mean by that, yeah? And there's a hell of a lot different. If you're just like doing this, energy, you're not thinking about it, you're never ever placing that energy properly. So when you're striking, you're never placing it properly to the given point. So it doesn't drive through, there's no impact in other words. And I don't mean pushing energy either. You know, when I hit, I don't want it to bounce back. When I hit it as such, if it's placed properly, the energy is like hitting from here. He's not moving anywhere. The energy, you know, is soaked up in his body, so you can repeat the blow from one position to another position each time driving through. It's like being hit by a hammer, literally. Okay, so when you're placing each time, learn to totally relax. Place and relax. Place. Let that energy go all the way through before you move up to the next shape. Don't just like release. Don't just release and lift up again. Learn to place. Because it's like a wave. You know, like when you flick out a whip or like wave action. Okay. Sometimes the back of the wave doesn't. The front of the wave. Because if you make a wave action along a string like this, if you wave it, there's still energy around the middle before it goes all the way through. So you need to let the whole impact of that energy from your body go all the way to the system before you draw it back. Okay? Because otherwise you're not letting it have a full impact. And you want Zoran to have a full impact anyway. Okay? So that's all teaches you, that first section from here, from attack point of view. So it's from here, I'll demonstrate again. There's no side attacks. When people say, grab, the reason you do it is like do a gun. It's not for that. You're not looking for special techniques in Wing Chun in that position. When you do side guns, I've seen interpretation where people say someone grabs and press side, but that's unrealistic. I tell you. So I don't like teaching techniques like that within Siulintao because it's not what it's meant for. The whole idea of Siulintao, like the title suggests, is little idea, not little technique. Okay? If you attack like this, ridiculous thing. If someone pushing like that, you can still attack that hand anyway. Okay, so don't look for application, just learn to release the energy so it's placed all the way to the end before you move forward to the next one. Okay, so it's like place, let the energy shoot forward and relax it before you move up. Double garn we tend to use quite a lot. It's a structure of the shape that makes it work. Okay? So by the way, there's not fingertips to elbows, just a little bit from that part here. Okay, to the elbow tip. It's not too high up either. If it's too high up, I'm tensing this up part. You see it? I'm tense. It's drop, so it's relaxed. All my body's relaxed. So it has a natural shape. Double garn is used in that position, often used in that position myself, or across that position. Okay, for close impact. Okay, once again it's relaxed, so if the head butts in on something, it can fold in. Okay, if the head butts in on something, it can fold in. It never ever like tense in that position. So it's totally relaxed. When you do double garn from here, lift up, it's totally relaxed. If that's placed in position, it's totally relaxed, nothing else. Otherwise, if it's tense, just like your bomb style, it will not collapse. Okay? And if you find force in force, and if we get a clinch, that will happen, okay? If you get back from that position, it will just collapse in and you're safe. And I haven't moved, just absorbed it with my bridges, just like your arms will. You absorb energy. Okay? From that position, we open to double facile. Okay? Teaches you just to release. Okay, so when you're doing facile, just to release the energy at the end. Because this is the same position of chopping. Okay? Impact, we use facile a lot, whisking arm a lot. So it teaches you to release energy, totally release, and then relax it again. So it can work like this. That's how you bridge it up, sorry. You take a bridge up, so it clamps in again. You see what's occurring, yeah? So it works in, and then it can clamp in again, if I need to gain distance. So from the longest distance, it can clamp into the shortest distance, and that's what you want, it's a bridge. Okay, so bridge out, and then clamp in. You see what's occurring? So there's no mid-range distance. I said, if you've got to bridge the gap, okay, the most dangerous range is that mid-range distance where you can punch the living daylights out of you. So how do you bridge a gap? You use something like a facile, so you can collapse in. Or a lancel position, that's the position here. Okay? Other interpretations of that, by the way, okay, is, don't face it so much, it's bomb, come back out here, it's the same action. So when you hit out, it comes back in, so that movement, okay, of hitting out, coming back, so it's like hitting, come back, so if it punches in, of hitting out, coming back, hitting out, coming back, okay? Still applies, but I think it's more applicable in this situation how we teach Wing Chun. It's like you hit bridge out, just fold in, right up close again. So you can get into control, so you can hit from that position all the time. Once you've got the double garn style position, so you're from here, hitting out, release, coming back. You relax immediately. Okay? You learn to release energy correctly in this section, second section. You rotate it. You literally rotate it. And you change position. It's very much like here. If someone grabs your arm from that position, you re-divert the energy. Because this is where you start from the third section as well. Re-divert the energy. Rather than struggle here, just re-divert it. Forward using your footwork. But using structure rather than strength. Just re-divert it. So you can move off that position. Okay? So you can re-divert, re-change the angle. There's no point trying to force your way through any position. You've got to be relaxed enough, so once one thing doesn't work, you can re-divert it again. Get used to re-diverting the energy from high, from side, back, front, side, and vertical. Okay? So from that position, you can re-divert it. From there, you've done cancel, exactly the same thing. Okay? This is more applicable when you do cancel from that structure here, when you get to that sort of position. Okay? So times are double time. You know what double time is. Jutsu. Jutsu you just done. You're not going to apply a jutsu directly. Don't look at the techniques, okay? Think about energy. How the classic interpretation of jutsu, actually you come to this hand, is move this hand like this and hit in. Too slow, I don't like that technique very much, okay? That's a classic interpretation of jutsu. Comes in and comes back out. Or punch comes in, bridge, come back in. How jutsu works is, if we get back to it, how it's use of energy. Our second teaching. Jutsu is, this is jutsu. Literally like pulling back like this. Okay, pulling back each time. You know what I mean? Sudden release of energy, like pulling back. Jump. Okay? So now from here, control it. So you can hit, press, and manipulate. That's how you're going to use it. When you start controlling people's arms. You're controlling energy. You're controlling yours in the same person. Okay? So when you're back, relax. Don't tense up. When you draw back here, you don't tense. As soon as you draw back, just relax. Because if you pull back and you tense up again, you're back to this, square one. You're not using energy effectively. Okay? As soon as you like, pull back, relax again, there's nothing to control. Okay? These you trying to muscle you, there's nothing to control. How can you control something if there's nothing there? Okay, so you totally relax and learn to release the energy from there, and then release again. Place. Beauty. Because everyone knows what beauty is, yeah? The focus on the energy, the point of fingers, the extremities. We've got a whole form dedicated to this, so from that part here, demonstrate again. Relaxes, rediverts. Calm, jump. But relaxes again immediately. So there's nothing to control. To view. When you control, you use a strike, you can use it, as soon as you relax, you can use it straight to the extremity of your self-defense. Okay? The beauty is probably the most aggressive movement you can do in any sort of fighting. That's why, you know, like any sort of like things like finger strikes are completely banned from no hold bar fights. Because it doesn't take much to put a finger in someone's eye to finish a fight. It's that quick. You understand that? If you even throw something towards someone's eyes, across the face, they'll just cover them immediately. Whereas if this or palm or something, you can save yourself and you know you're not going to get hurt. But you know, you take an eye out, that's it, the fight is completely over. Okay? So from that position, it teaches you to release her energy to the very extremity to the eyes. And then we divert again to guns up. So you can, from here, again, you need to bridge again, you've got control again. So from here, you're releasing, just up, you're controlling again. In that position, okay, the gun. Okay, so from here, gun, relax it, place it. One time. That used to be like a foot style attack, by the way, in traditional training. We don't do it now because, you know, other more effective ways of defending yourself. When you use things like from here, dart and hitting you, that's how they use, you know, that's how they use to attack. Or from here, in, from that position, okay? That's how they used to use to attack. So from here. But, you know, there's better means of attacking someone than using a foot style. Okay? It's unsafe. So that's how to use it. Best to see the second section as releasing energy, how to control your own energy for attack and defense. So you're not locked up in any way when you do a defensive movement, and when you're hitting, you release every ounce. So when you learned it from the second section. At this point, I will go over the speed of what you do, and how fast we do this human task. Okay? And this varies really different from people to people. The speed of why, how you're training, the good thing about Sumo Count is it teaches you to know yourself. Okay? It makes your body and mind as one unit. Okay? The classic classic way of describing this is this. Some people want to learn things very effectively, okay? And they think they're better than what they are. But they haven't got the skills to match. Do you know what I mean by that? Okay, they believe they can perform, like a top athlete, but they're not. Their mind is not matching what their body can do. What student talent does, and the pace you do it, allows the two to balance out. Another way of describing this is like reading a book. If you read a chapter of a book, say 10 pages, everyone can read it extremely fast. But how much of that information can you retain if you read it really fast? What you have to do is you have to go at your natural speed, so you absorb the information. I'm quite a slow reader, okay? I'm quite slow at learning techniques. That's why when I learn reading techniques, I'm never ever like, a punch comes in, from here, just go, I never just go, bam, 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 straight away when I'm learning a technique, first of all. It's always like, I'm mapping. So my body absorbs it into the system. You know what I mean by that? So if a punch comes in, from there, I'll do it at speed, I can focus every point, so my body can absorb it into the system each time. So I'm picking it up. In other words, if I'm reading, I want to learn every paragraph, every sentence of about 10 pages that I'm reading. And I can remember and regurgitate it effectively. Okay? Otherwise, what's the point of learning? Why bother reading something over and over again? Okay? So find your natural speed when you do down chi sal, double chi sal, and something else. Don't go too fast, don't go too slow. Don't let anyone else tell you how fast it should be. Do it according to how you feel at the time. And sometimes, when we have a night out, or sometimes when we feel relaxed, we do a different speed. Just do it according to what you feel natural, okay? And the best way to find out is to do it slowly. What I mean is do it without any energy. So when you're doing the first form, do it without any energy. Just relax into it. Okay? Relax the framework, relax the breathing, just go into it that way. The first section of part 45 angle. The part 45 angle falls directly, the punch comes in, bridge from here, so you can absorb. Because if you bridge here too quick, in that position 45, you're already going to close up person with a long attacker. Do you understand that? You need to bridge out further, so a bridge out here. You can re-bridge from there, to re-bridge, or you can absorb. Or absorb into what we've done already. Okay? The first park cell. So just like the park cell, it can be used any distance from here to here. Any more than that, if you comes in, it becomes redundant. The punch comes in, it becomes redundant, you'll just get straight through. So you find that's your maximum distance of your park cell, that's your minimum distance. And that's why we practice it, those two distances. So find your maximum distance. Punch comes in, look, now and here. Okay? I can fall back, to collapse, so good. The park cell. Come back to the centre and you do the chun cell position. The chun cell position works according to this triangle once again. When it hits through, it goes slots into the chin level by this. So from here, part 45 come in. Because it's along that triangle that basically is secure, so it takes out in that position. Otherwise, you can be done inside leg, but from here, the side off. Once again, the whole idea of chun cell, spade hand, is to take a chin. Okay? Because that's going to be that's how it's going to do the maximum damage. So from here, Heart in, I can hit with that hand right. So the heart cell with this hand, as though it's saying on, do a chun cell with that position. Moving to tom, gan, tom. Okay? The gan cell is exactly the same as the tom cell. You use your hand speed. That hand speed, when you use gan cell, swipe down that position for low attack. For instance, when you're defending low attack, it's the same speed as that. You don't do it any faster. When you're doing a low attack, for instance, on guard time, it's the same speed as you would in silver time. It's no faster, because you're not going to save any more. It's your body position that saves you, not the hand speed. So you trust, you go with your hand speed. So from that position, we demonstrate low attack. It teaches you, if you're saving a low attack, from that position, it's the same speed, cutting down as that. If you're using too much energy, you're losing energy here. If you're trying to use too much speed, it's very important. You're going to lose power that end. So it's just literally, when you do simultan, the first section, it drops down, that speed. It's going to save you, it's your body angle later that saves you in that position, not the speed of your hand. You'll find that, if you try, okay, using too much energy here, you will definitely suffer from an attack. Okay, so relax, just do it at the same speed as you would simultan. It comes back up again. Once you go down, you must come back up. Okay? From that position, it teaches you also to guard inside gate. So trust your guard arm cell for saving you inside gate. The tarn cell can be used outside and inside. Okay? To cover yourself. It doesn't have to just like whether the full cell or whether it's the tarn cell, you can use it either side, inside or outside, just like the bomb. The bomb cell can be used inside here or can be used outside. There's nothing saying that you have to use it a certain way. Yeah? So I was going to use that position, like a tarn cell, before rotate. The second one, redivert and hit in. Redivert and use the energy of a low attack to hit in. Okay, once I hit in that position, generally speaking, if you're hitting in, what's happening? The energy is going down, what must you do? Raise it back up again, isn't it? That's why you use, like the high cell, hit the movement from here. Okay, lifting hand, divert energy low, and up again. So you're always constantly thinking about how to use your technique. And that's not just to say that there's a set technique. Although this teaches you in a set manner, hit low and then up here in that position. Now the bomb to tarn, this is where it uses on the first section, bomb to tarn, hit up. The key to the bomb to tarn is the bomb cell is the most basic block that was introduced quite late into the start. The bomb cell must be, first of all, totally relaxed. Okay? It's in that framework. Because it's totally relaxed, if I punch towards his nose, it'll just redivert off. Okay? He doesn't even need to move his elbow. If I punch towards his nose, it will redivert off all the time to that position. Okay? It'll just redivert. So it's never ever hard. Although you roll it forward, it's relaxed. The wrist and the fingertips are relaxed each time. When you roll forward, it's totally relaxed, so it's collapsible. Okay? So as you roll forward, it's already loose. You can see it, yeah? So if I did punch onto it, it's already loose. That rolling forward allows you to dissipate the attack. It's like a spin on a cricket ball. It spins on. But at the same time, it's relaxed, allows you to collapse. So you're doing two actions at once. But it's a passive block, it's never hard. So as I move forward, it's defending and collapsing. From here, a bomb cell can collapse all the way back here if it wants. I can do bombs right back here, there's nothing wrong with that. Once I bridge here, there's nothing wrong with coming all the way back if there's a hard punch, so I can re-divert it to a different angle. Okay? What you don't want to do is like from here, relax but then stiffen at that point.
Because a lot of people have a tendency of like, oh, I can't let them get me back any further now. Otherwise I'm vulnerable. Don't, because if you press it in, it'll just go in anyway. Just re-divert it. Okay? Just trust your shape. Just keep the stick, keep the position, and just let it go all the way back. It won't hit you anyway. It's going for nose and chin. Okay? So let it go all the way back. You go, hands up, arm forward, let it go all the way back. So you can re-divert it later. On the tarsal, as it drops, even if it drops and you want to re-strike, it must go forward and stick. What I mean by that is like bomb to tarn. It must keep that angle. If you just drop in that position and you don't stick, and just as you would from here doing a tarsal, you're sticking here. As it drops, it must stick all the way down. So you've got no gaps, no vulnerability. You can't just simply drop from here, because you'll be compromised. Yeah? So it must go all the way from here. So it sets you up for the idea of learning chi-sao, how chi-sao works. Now from that, the easiest way to re-divert is not punch, is to come this way. Can you see why? With a triangle, if I'm sticking as well, I can't get through. If he drops the elbow and sticks at the same time, he'll change my structure. He's changing his structure to capture an angle. That's what it does. It teaches you to change angle. From here, you'll be diverting. If I went to attack like this, he'll beat me to it. Especially if you've got good energy. Look. No matter how much I stick, will beat me. But from here, I'll come up. Okay, my structure should be here. So I really change my angle to make it work. So it teaches you a theory of, if it doesn't work one way, change it a different way. It's like a bonsai. If a bonsai doesn't, change the time. Okay? If the time doesn't work, just move on, change. Just keep changing it. Don't get in the habit of just sticking to one shape to defend yourself in chi-sao. Okay, get used to moving around from tarn to bomb to tarn again to bomb. Just keep changing, but you're sticking all the time. So you're bomb to tarn, hit up. You keep changing shapes all the time. The final section of this part, okay, the Gan-sao, free release or Ti-sao, is free the hand. Okay. What I mean by that is it teaches the idea, the concept is that for Wing Chun, the easiest way someone grabs your hand in that position is what? What? No, there's no opposite to do a tarn. It's just a hitting. Okay? it's silly, but seriously, you'd be surprised how many people in martial arts make something as simple as this complex. I've seen people like from that position. Well, he's holding me tight, okay, from that, they're doing techniques like, well, if you let go, okay, from there, back, hit through. But if someone's holding you tight, you never do that, you just move in, let him have that arm, okay? But what this teaches you is to use energy to free yourself. And energy will be anything, no matter what. Again, you apply it correctly. So from here, the hand must be totally loose. You do this as a drill, like I don't know about it. I'll show you in a minute. That is totally loose as it draws back, and that energy hits at the same time. So it makes a point. So from there, it releases. Okay? Don't think of it like a self-defense technique as such. Okay? Because in not-so, it works the same way. That hand is totally loose. As that one draws back, it's totally loose, and it shoots forward. It teaches you to bridge. So from here, if someone grabs in that position, you can bridge out to attack, change angles, or in punching, get in a position from here, or bridge out, I don't know. From there, you just release it again each time. So you can release your hand from whatever position. You're not just holding energy. Okay, you just release and release it. So someone grabs in that position, you're not pulling with any force. And I'm not using too much like that, but you never free. That is relaxed, that one forward, so from here, it releases. So when we do knocks out, if I use energy all the time, from here, that's what's happening. And you can see there's the implication of self-defense and you trap yourself in that position, okay? That must go back, totally relaxed, replace it. There's only, at any time, one bridge uses energy and one relaxes, okay? You never like, a punch comes in, bridge, and that one's tense as well, okay? As soon as that one fires out, that one relaxes immediately, okay? So, if I lark from that position, that relaxes before that one shoots out. You see what's going. So if it doesn't defend, that one relaxes, so that one can go out. So at any point then, whether if a bridge goes forward, if you're not using a bridge, and that one's going forward, that relaxes. So that point here teaches energy. As that one goes down, as this one goes down, that one relaxes on draw. When you draw back, it's totally relaxed. When it's going forward, you can, like attack something, it must go forward, yeah? The punching, moving on to the free punches into the centre line. This is according to your framework once again. Punching, you do it always free. That's from the free forms as well. For the reason that the punches are really important. Okay, you've got to be able to fire a wet punch like this. I'll punch you really each time and just get the full impact in. Okay? Same point like hitting, once you're in that position. That's why we train it nice and loose. That's why in the forms it's always up finish off with a free punch of 1, 2, 3, basically like from a 1, 2, 3. Or what any form you do, hand form you do, you finish off with 1, 2, 3 punches. So it's like 1, 2, 3. So you're learning to hit with your natural framework all the time. Because most fights in Wing Chun in the past finish with the chain punching. And to emphasise that point, that's why we do it so much at the end of each form. Okay? It's just like the same form, that's why we finish that way. To emphasise, there's a punching that counts, striking that counts, attacking and defending, covering the centre line. Quite simple, arc sound kick, you see that, yeah? The thing about feeding techniques, let it flow, okay? Just, like when we get in a clinch or something, keep it simple, keep it direct, okay? They're like getting, you can see John like stuffing people's heads on the floor. Things like that, and Lee like sort of standing at people's knee, okay? But, keep it simple, keep it, I'll play about with it, but as well, don't get for anything too complex, make it work. Go, quick demonstration, okay? Nice and simple stuff. Okay, sorry.
do one, and you're ready to do the second one for a third attack. If you keep it direct in that manner, you can't go far wrong. If you're going to use chain punches and you're going to work in that position, drop one, drop one, that's it. It's got to be nice, smooth movement. So you're trapping in, you're actually getting one, smashing in that position all the time. Okay? So you're hitting in. So nice and loose. That's it from your framework. Yeah? So play that with your feeding techniques. Don't forget the basics like what we talked about tonight, because it really will help your advanced training. Everyone enjoys feeding techniques, everyone enjoys chi sao. But sometimes you've got to go backwards, go forwards a little bit, okay? That's why we've done this very seminar. Now, I hope you enjoyed, got something from it, okay? Other than that, yeah, thanks very much for turning up.